Hello and welcome. I'm Teacher Sky. We're getting ready for New Year's in United States. Do you know this song? Let's make sure we're here. We are live on Facebook and YouTube and Hallow. That's www.hallow.com. And thank you for coming. We're getting ready for New Year's. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to teach you this song and give you a little bit of history of Auld Lang Syne. Hi, Tom. Welcome. Welcome to class. Princewell, are you out there? Thank you for helping to monitor our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So, here are the words, and we'd like for you to sing along. Okay, can you read English? Lily is here. Hi, Lily. Welcome. So this is Auld Lang Syne. Can you say it? Auld is kind of like old. Auld Lang Syne. Should old friends and acquaintance be forgotten? No, right? Oh, Lily's going to help. Thank you, Lily. Lily is on the team Social Butterfly, and they help Teacher Sky to welcome you and answer any questions that you might have. So here's a very good song to bring in the new year. Can you say that? We're bringing in the new year. And what do you say when you bring in the new year? Is there something that you're supposed to say? What is it? Do you know? Oh, I want to play that again. I know it's so good. We have to sing it again. So here's the sing along version. I just want to make sure everyone has the words. Okay. So we'll do it again. That version's really good. I know. Okay. So we're going to sing along. Are you all with us? For Auld Lang Syne. Here we go. Now you can read it. And what do you say, Lily? Happy New Year. Thank you, Lily. Awesome. Auld Lang Syne. Can you say that? Auld Lang Syne. Okay, we're going to sing. Are you ready? Oh, and I have some history for you. Hi, Nusratulo Ankrit. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? Auld lang syne, my dear acquaintance. Good, Tom. You spell really well. Sign, one E, Lily. Take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And do you know where this song came from? What country? Where did they first sing Auld Lang Syne? It sounds like very old English, doesn't it? Maybe even Irish or Scottish? We will find out here in just a moment. Let's sing. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Are you singing? Now get ready for New Year's. This is what we sing at midnight when we bring in the new year 2022. We'll take a cup of kindness yet. Oh, can you sing it now? It's just a short little song, and it's so fun, isn't it? Oh, thank you for watching. I am Teacher Sky. Welcome. I know these are great. And, you can get a lot of these on YouTube. Um, oh, let's make sure. Surely I did not. I just went out of hello. Hello, hello. We are on Facebook and YouTube, but just one button and I can knock myself off Hallow. Okay, we're going public. This is a public chat, and we're talking about different countries. And what does Auld Lang Syne take two? So, yeah, I know. Teacher Sky got knocked off. So, are you out there, Prince Will? How is it going today? Good. He's helping me on Facebook. If you see Brave Bassy, he will help answer any questions you have while Teacher Sky gets back live on Hello. So, I knocked myself off. We are celebrating New Year's and we're going to bring in happy 2022. Are you ready? Are you ready for the new year? Did you see that? Where'd she go? Lily. Oh my goodness, and you guys are all right back here. I'm so proud of you. I didn't lose anyone. Oscar and Tom and Lily. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's make sure. Now, are you on the web app or the Hallow mobile app? Oh, there's Rahat Ali. I just took a stroll through London and I got to see Big Ben and on Rahat Ali's feed. It's so fun. Go to www.hallow.video. Now, that is the web app. Do you all ever use the web app? You know, the words are bigger when you have to read, and I do have some reading today. Oh, it looks good. Hi, MD Ruhol. Welcome. Haven't seen you since, I ate every bit of those French pastries. It was so good. Okay, let's make sure we have good audio. Everything's good on Facebook. Thank you, Prince Will, for helping us with our Facebook feed. There it is. Awesome. Thank you so much. And oh, hi, Mohammed. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Wish me a Merry Christmas. Who else is there? Oh, Barb is there. Hi, Barb. Welcome. Excellent. So good to see you guys. So, today we're going to be talking about the history of that song. Did you all see the song? Should I play it again now that I went off and I came back? Sorry, I just hit the wrong button. Literally, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're on Hallow and Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to share the screen with you and we're going to talk about the history of that song, Auld Lang Syne. Can you say it? Auld Lang Syne. Auld, like old, but it's all, like all of them, right? Auld Lang Syne. And the S sounds like a Z, right? Syne, Auld Lang Syne. Did you say it? Now we're going to sing the song, but we wanted to get a little history. Okay. So what does it mean? Why do we sing it on New Year's Eve? And what language is it? Do you all know? What does Auld Lang Syne mean? Okay, so here is the song. We'll play it again so that you can get a really good idea about what's going on with this song. Oh, and of course, there's an ad first. You want to see the movie? It looks like a Western with a lot of like shoot 'em up. The video will play after the ad, and they won't let me skip the ad, and I can't even mute it. Okay, here it is. Ready? You want to sing with me? Do you all know it now? Auld Lang Syne. Okay. Get right. Good Willie Watt.
There is a naivety, a pastoral simplicity in the slight intermixture of Scott's words and phraseology.
And this song, Old Lang Syne, is doing a great job of tying in with the original idea of collecting folk songs, preserving heritage, celebrating heritage.
Okay, we're going to stop it here. How'd you like that? Was it good? So there's more audio coming through, and I'm not sure where that is coming from. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we stopped the screen share. Where is that coming from? I love it, but I really don't know where the audio is coming from. So I am on the web app. It's www.hallow.video. And are you all learning about Auld Lang Syne? So it's wintertime in the United States. You see my mittens. You know, it's snowing in many parts of the country. So how are you all doing? Does it snow where you live? So that just tells you a little bit about the song, but the actual music has been heard in other countries about different things. But it's really good to know the history, and we're about to have that celebration. Hi, Nida. Welcome. Welcome, everyone, to Teacher Sky's class. So, I do have a serious lesson. Oh, bye, new. Hello. Welcome. It says speaker. You guys always have these double names and make it so complicated. Who am I talking to again? I have to memorize. We're having fun. Thank you, Lily. I don't know where Jaren is today, but you're doing a marvelous job. Now, Lily is on the team Social Butterfly. Let me see if I can bring that up. We do have a team here, and the team you're watching now is the team Ed Tech Heads. And what we do is we try to understand technology. Let's see, where is that? Oh, it's right here. And, you know, you're using technology to learn English, right? You're using technology right now if you're watching Teacher Sky. So we're a support group and we help each other. It's called a community of practice. And that's how people learn nowadays, right? So we are a community of practice. And, you know, Lily is helping now. She's on the team Social Butterfly. Oh, I've got to show you the beautiful butterflies we have. So if you want to be on the team, you're perfectly welcome. All you have to do is hit that love button quite a bit and show some love, or you can be a good example in the class and help others. So here is our team. It's called Team Social Butterfly. Oh, can you see the logo? Okay, let me make sure. Oh, good. We can see it. We are live today on YouTube, Teacher Sky ESL YouTube channel, and Facebook, my personal Facebook page, as well as Hallow. That's www.hallow.video. So we're called the Team Social Butterfly, and Lily has been helping as moderator today. And oh, let's see. Here are the different things that you can do to help. This is what Lily's been helping with, and she's moderating. That's helping with all of the people that are here, making you feel welcome and reading your comments. You have bionic eyes. Oh, this is meticulous. You're also meticulous, Lily. A person who is cautious about others' grammatical writing mistakes and guides them. So these are just some of the digital badges that Freshta Nuri made for us. And oh, where is it? Oh, Lily, you're also a stimulus, I think. I think you do stimulate because you are very involved in the conversation. You were talking to me about Christmas and all the holidays. So, a stimulus, as light in the stimulus that causes a flower to open, you can also rouse or encourage a passive student to become an active one. So, that's our team social butterfly. Who else on the team? I know there's a lot of people here that are on the Team Social Butterfly. If you haven't gotten a butterfly, you need to get in touch with Teacher Sky or one of my team members. It doesn't snow where you live, ordinary man. I know it doesn't snow very much here, but it gets cold. And it's not so fun if you have to have the cold, but you don't get the fun snow. Because snow, it doesn't seem that cold when you go out and run around in the snow and play. It's just so fun. It's so peaceful. If you've ever been where it just freshly snowed, it's very quiet because there's a blanket of snow on everything and it's just peaceful and the air is cold and crisp. You can breathe really well. An ordinary man, team ed tech ed, everything in English almost good. You went I guess it went something like that. You're right, an ordinary man. And it's so good to see you here and knowing so much about Teacher Sky's team. And we do have the TV show, Everything in English Almost. And that happens on Fridays. Okay. So are you a social butterfly? Yeah, everything's more than cool in the snow. It's frozen, John. It's cold. So I would like to share with you um, something that I've been learning. And if we have a key message, it helps us to be able to communicate. So we're going to talk about key messages. Okay. Now, can you all see the graphic? Okay. I can make it bigger. Let me bring it up here. This is from the Model Systems Knowledge Translation Center. Okay. And oh, they do some amazing work. This is such a good document. It's 4 pages long. I don't know if we'll be able to read it all, but I do have a 1 hour class right after this, and I will continue on and we'll finish this document. And then we'll go over the social media platforms. Are you antisocial, an ordinary man? Now, I friended you on Facebook. Wasn't that you? There can be no other an ordinary man. There can be only one. Hi, Shima. Why does it say Is that like fluffy? Okay, I'm going to stop the share screen. So we're going to talk about key messages. Oh, but first I wanted to show you, let's see, here are social media platforms. Since we're talking about social butterflies and social media, here we go. I'll share this screen with you. Um, I think it's this one. Okay. So, social media platform quick guide. Can you all see that? Perfect. Okay, this is what I'm studying this week in my class. I have a strategic. Do you know what that means? Strategic writing class. Right. I'm working on my PhD dissertation and I'm taking one more class before I graduate because this class is to help you post graduation because I need to publish articles. And to publish, you have to get pretty well known on social media, right? So, this class I'm taking is teaching us how. It also taught us grant writing, and we submitted a grant for the Shines, and it was accepted for the Shines of Hope Orphans. And that's for a big $10,000 grant from the U.S. Embassy over in Uganda. And you all pray for the Shines of Hope orphans that they get that grant, okay? It was well received with an exclamation point. So we're thinking that they really liked our application that we submitted. So for this class, I'm learning how to be a better writer. I'm a scholar. And are you a scholar? Do any of you go to school? What is it to be a scholar? Do you study? How do you study your English? Do you know what Teacher Sky says about studying? Hi, Bobby. Welcome. Do you all know? And John, practice every day. Right. Now, those of you who want to be fluent, you want to be able to speak English, you need to practice every day. Okay. Now, this guide is just going to tell us a little bit about social media. And if you didn't know about it, it's very good, very basic information. So, will you read along with me? Let's all read. You see Facebook right here. Okay. The type of content is videos, text, posts, and links, images, etc. So here's the audience. 68% of Americans use Facebook. 74% of Facebook users report using it every day. So over half of Americans and a very large percent of it use it quite often. Tips, you add images to increase the appeal. So when people see the picture, they want to know more, right? And they look. So here's YouTube. And what type of content do you see on YouTube? It says it right there. Hi, Reski Muliwan. I'm good today. Thank you for coming to class. So, do you all know what do you see on YouTube? Do you have YouTube in your country? Hi, Naima. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, so what does YouTube have? Oh, Brave, there's no comments at all. Brave, could you put some things in the link or some links in the comment so that we have, just put like the www.hallow.video and TEACHERSkyESL, my YouTube link, just different ones in different comment boxes. So no one knows what YouTube does. There's 37 people watching on Hallow. How many do we have on Facebook and YouTube? Oh, Barb is there. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You're so kind. Thank you. So, Barb, if you wanted to come on, we could bring you on if you want to practice speaking. Would you like to? Now, the Hallow audience wouldn't be able to see, but I could let you chat if you'd like, if you'd ever like to come on and get that experience. Just type in the chat if you're interested. Zwath is here. Zwath is new. So, Zwath, do you know how to get better at your English? I typed it in the comment just a moment ago. Did you guys see it? I'll pin it right now. What does it say? Can you say it with me? Practice every day. Okay, can you say it again? Practice every day. Can you do it? Now, tell me what's on YouTube. Where to start? You practice every day. Now, reading is good, Zuatha. We're doing some reading right now. Oh, Bim. Practice every single day. That means one day at a time. What is single? Single? Are any of you single? Single? It means one, right? So you're not married. You're not a couple. What is couple? Couple? Is couple 3, 5, 7? How many is couple? Thank you, Bobby. 2. All right. Excellent job. So, what's on YouTube? Do you all have YouTube where you live? 36 people here. Come on, I want to see all of you typing in the chat to get practice. Now, I only correct you because I care. Okay. So it's good practice for everyone to see if somebody has an error, we can all help you and fix it. It makes us all feel so good. Okay. Yeah, Bim, couple is mingle. Mingle? No, mingle means to network, and couple doesn't really mean to well, there are different definitions for couple, but it usually means two people. And yes, couples do mingle. That's a verb, but couple is an adjective and it describes the people, right? And mingle tells you what they're doing, right? That's a verb. Do you know your parts of speech? It helps to know them, right? Be able to pick out a noun and a verb. Those are the easy ones, right? And then all the other little words you put in there, it's so important. I always say use the and and because they're like glue for your sentence. If you don't use those words, you don't sound very intelligent. You sound like a little baby. So you want to say, the teacher told us to do it. Okay. And I'll back you up. I'll say, yes, I told them to always, always from single ready to mingle night. Now, when we talk about mingle, we're usually mingling at parties, mingling at parties. And you all are all social butterflies. I can tell because you're mingling and you're talking to each other and you're just, butterflies, they light here and then they light over there. They light. And you see all my butterflies back here. They looks like they light on my shoulder, right? Oh, there goes my phone. Am I going to fish it out of the floor? I better do it. Okay. Now it's all unplugged. Oh my goodness, my job is calling me. Okay, so no one knows what's on YouTube. I guess I'll have to read. Do you get tired of me reading? Come on, read along. Their content is videos. Do you like YouTube videos? I watch them, and it's a great place for you to practice your English, okay? So, the audience, the highest percentage of users are 18 to 34. The growing usage amongst older adults, because it's a good place to watch video, right? Tips: you create videos with themes and share the videos on other social media platforms. So, when Teacher Sky produces a video on YouTube, I can share it to my Facebook, my Twitter, and all my Instagram, all of those. So you'll have to check out Teacher Sky ESL, okay? And that's on YouTube. So, what about LinkedIn? Do you all have LinkedIn? I hear it's in a lot of countries. In fact, it says there's over 200 countries. Are you one of the countries? Does your country have LinkedIn? Can you type it in the chat? And let me see. Now, this is kind of like a scientific study because when I ask you all to vote, you are giving me some statistics, right? And so we're looking and we're getting an idea about what's going on in the world around us by our own definition. So, do tell me. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to get this cable first. You do have LinkedIn? Well, Bobby, you have to spell it right. It's with a capital L and the two words are joined together. Okay, I'm trying to get it back together here. I know I made a mess. Okay, so yeah, you have a LinkedIn, Bobby? I can look you up. You guys check me out on LinkedIn, and you can also join me on my Facebook page, especially when we go into our second hour. If you can't afford to buy the second hour, you can still comment on my Facebook or please friend me on LinkedIn. I would love to network with you. So you all, this is the best way to get a job and especially international, right? I'm using it now because when I graduate with my PhD, I'm thinking I might do some research, and there's some really good opportunities there. So let's read the type of content on LinkedIn, okay? Videos, tips, posts, and endorsements shared between field or work connections, often focused on work opportunities, but can also provide important connections within your field. So do get involved in LinkedIn if you can. What is an endorsement? It's very important when you're doing resumes and trying to get a job. Who do you know Have you ever heard that it's all about who you know? Is that true? Does that mean you should mingle more? In business, we call mingling networking, and you need to meet people. You need a support group, right? People that are like you in your field. I'll give you an example. I have this gig that I have. I told you my job just messaged me. We'd like to let you know that we're having a system upgrade. And in line with that, you may not be able to log in to your account today. Oh, that's so nice. They told us. They have not been the best at communicating. And so my colleagues, do you know what a colleague is? Can you spell it? It's a very hard word. Did they go to school together like college? My colleagues, those are peers and they are cohorts because we work together. Everyone makes a lot of complaints on social media about the company. Do you see complaints about Hallow on social media? I don't see so many complaints. I see a lot of happy users. And you guys were having a storm here, so if my internet should go down, my apologies. I hear rain is coming down. So on LinkedIn, you're going to get endorsements, right? What is an endorsement? No one ever answered, and I have 46 people now. Cat got your tongue? That means you're not talking. What is an endorsement? Does it have to do with a horse? Should we see Mr. Ed about this? We'll see Mr. Ed right after this. So endorse, if I endorse you, I am going to give you a recommendation. And it's a good, good recommendation. What is a recommendation? I recommend you. Does that mean you're good? Does it mean I like you? What about 5 stars? Does that make sense to you? Right, that is a review, right? And a recommendation is like a professional review. Okay, got it? Are you following me? Am I going too fast? No, this is intermediate. I am a PhD candidate, and I do plan on graduating in the next 6 months. So you guys have to really pay attention and do the work. Now, my dissertation, hi, Uspio. I'm so glad you're here. My dissertation is on social media and how do people learn it? How do you learn social media? Did you take a course at school? Did your mother show you? Did your child show you maybe? So I am trying to find out how people that have small businesses learn to use it. And I had to do a research study and ask them. So I got a sample of it's a qualitative study. So I got to talk to all of these owners and ask them how they learn. Okay? So that's what my dissertation is about. And we're learning right now all about social media platforms, and we're talking about LinkedIn. So, can you get a job through LinkedIn? Here are some tips. Build a complete profile with images and links. Focus on building connections. And that's what you're doing in life, right? Focus on building connections. I hope you are. And don't burn any bridges. Do you know what that means? Be responsible, accept responsibility. Practice makes sky. Practice makes oh, thanks, Brave. You're so good. Practice makes perfect. Brave, did you put the www.hallow.video in there so that people can find us on the web? Do you guys use the web app? Now you can see it a lot better on the web app, okay? The words are bigger. So that's all about LinkedIn, and they have a whole job section. I've been using it's really good to find research gigs. Okay, so blogs. What is a blog? Should we do blogs last? Let's do Twitter first, okay? Be thinking about blogs. What's Twitter? Is it are you on Twitter? Where is a class? Zwath, where is a class? Where is a class? Where is the class? Where is a class? Zwath, you'll have to explain better. I don't understand. So Twitter The type of content is short text, 280 words or fewer, videos, blog posts, and GIFs. They like to have a lot of visuals. So the audience, 80% of the users are not American. So do you use Twitter in other countries? What other countries? Can you tell me what countries you represent? Do you have Twitter? 24% of US adults use it. So more of the adults use Facebook, right? Was it 75%? Government leaders use Twitter more often than other platforms. Yeah, did you hear that? That's a really interesting one. And those tips are to use hashtags in your tweets and add larger conversations. The hashtags can be clicked and people can read, all about that one subject. Do you all know what a hashtag is? Am I losing you? What is a hashtag? It looks like a pound sign. Hashtag. And if you were to look for Teacher Sky ESL on the internet with the hashtag, you'll learn a lot. You'll find a lot of posts by Teacher Sky, and they'll all tell you more and more about that particular subject. So when you have a hashtag, you're learning about one particular subject. You can look it up. Oh, I see, Brave. I'm not able to look at the comments on my Facebook page. So, but you're doing a great job. Oh, Rahat is there too. Hi, Rahat Ali on Facebook. I love it. So, Twitter. Do any of you use Twitter? They say more people outside of the United States use it. Is that true? Okay, so now we'll talk about blogs. Do you have a blog? Does anyone here have a blog? I do. I'm trying to find it. I haven't been up there in a while. It's called Data Import Export, and I'll show it to you here in just a moment. Let's read about blogs. Do you have a blog? Give us the link if you have a blog. It's so fun and interesting. It's citizen journalism, and anyone can write one. You could do a journal and tell us about what's going on in your country or your life. It can be very, very interesting. So, the type of content, well, wider variety. It's from lists to essays. They're just anything. Do you do a lot of essays in school? Maybe you do some articles that you'd like to post. I created a blog for my mother. Now, she just turned 85, okay, the day after Christmas. But back in when she was, in her 30s or when she went to school, she had a theme book. And I took her theme book and I typed all of her themes from school into a blog. Maybe I can share that with you too. It's really fun. So, audience depends on the content. Who would be interested in my mother's blog? Would you be interested or would you be more interested in my blog? Mine is a lot about social media and my dissertation studies and where they go. I posted a lot of articles from school up there. So, there are some tips if you're going to start a blog, okay? Are you ready? Can you read with me? Use free blog space available at sites such as WordPress, that's where mine is, Wix, and Blogger. Add quality, shareable images to your post to improve sharing potential on other social media platforms. So here that is, and I'd like to make it bigger so you can see the sources, okay? So there are some really good sources here and some links. It would be really neat. YouTube revenue usage statistics. We could actually click on these and go to the different. This one is thebalancecareers.com, how to use LinkedIn by Doyle. Okay, now these are all articles that you would get on Google Scholar. Do any of you use Google Scholar? There's an article, social media use in 2018. So Google Scholar is another one. I'll type it in here for you. Google Scholar. And you can read journal articles that are being published by people in the field, different academics and practitioners, people who are scholars and really know about this subject. I could show you Google Scholar. Let's go ahead. Uh, I think first Okay, I have this queued up. Here's my blog. So if you want to do a blog, you have to have nice images, and these are all the different categories you can learn about on Teacher Sky's blog. Connectivism, my favorite subject, it's number 1. My dissertation is in here. Distance learning, is that what we're doing? Are you learning from a distance? I'm in United States, where are you? Education technology, there we are, Team Ed Tech Head. Emerging technology like innovations, right? Professional learning communities, did you learn that from Teacher Sky? Online assessment, multimedia design, MOOC, remember MOOCs? We studied those. IDT, project management, research, social media, and I did a yoga MOOC, and I have articles about that. So these are like hashtags. You can click on one and read all about it. And I do need to update this because, oh, as you can see, I am the social butterfly. You see, my theme is very butterfly oriented. Now, here's my mom's blog, D the G Girl. We might have to go to that next because it's really fun. Um, so, a lot of these are just articles that I wrote, right? This one is the prospectus for my dissertation, the purpose of my study, significance. Have you written a dissertation or a thesis? The background, and there's lots of citations and references. How are we doing, you guys? Are you good? So, this is Teacher Sky's blog, and let's go to education technology and see what the articles are like. Understanding instructional needs of entrepreneurs learning social media marketing. That looks like my dissertation. It comes under education technology, and there is that again. Let's see. Professional learning communities. Let's see what we have here. Yoga MOOC. And this was one of my assignments from the Yoga MOOC. So visuals are very important, right? When you have a blog, okay? And here's what I said. This is my course goals. Everything about this class has been extremely rewarding. The lectures on and off mat exercise. This was a yoga class, and guest lectures were informed and helped me to reach further in my practice and understanding of yoga, breathing, and meditation. So you can click on any of these and it'll take you to another whole area. I know here's a video of the yoga MOOC. Okay, now we'll let this pass because there's an ad. But right after the ad, I'll show you a video from my yoga MOOC. Great to see you here again, Rahat. What is the question? Oh, Drivener. Which reference do you use? Oh, I will show you Google Scholar if you'd like to see that, Rahat Ali. Good question. Okay, guys, so this was from the yoga MOOC, and I just love it because it was such a good class. Now, if you want, I can put the link in here and you can practice some yoga. Okay. It's a full yoga class. And this was a yoga MOOC. There were 20,000 people in this class. But as you can see in the video, there were just the people in the classroom. But at home, you can practice if you want. And that is the yoga MOOC. Does anyone know what a MOOC is? That was one of my topics. Massive open online courses, and that means it's free, right? It's open software. So, yeah, Rahat, I'll show you Google Scholar. It is the best resource. Here, I will share the screen. We are the ed tech heads, and we like to share technology and things that, tools, I call them toys, that we use to learn. Okay. So, my favorite is Google Scholar. Can you see that? Google Scholar. Okay. And I'm going to click on it, and it looks just like Google, doesn't it? So we can look for articles or case law. Look at that, a whole section on case law. So if we were to look for articles about, let's see, professional learning communities. Okay. So now these are articles and you can filter. I needed articles for my dissertation that were very current. So I had to put the filter on and say, well, anything from 2017 to now. And now it'd probably be even later. So here are the articles, and you see there's actually a PDF I can download and I can mark it up. And then right here, I can save it, I can cite it. I've been using APA styling for my research articles. We use APA. And so there is my citation for this article if I wanted to cite one of their quotes, if I wanted to give them a reference. And you see the writers L. Stoll, Bolam, McMahon, and Wallace. We always want to give credit, okay? And so you can find the citations. There are related articles, and you can see how many people have cited this article. 2,980 other people read this article and said, these guys said some really good things. It's a review of all of the literature. So it's something that's going to give you a synopsis of that subject, and literature reviews are very good for that. I haven't used our rule, Rahat Ali. Let me see if I can find it. Our rule. AR rule. Is that how you spelled it? Our rule. User profiles. I don't think I had the right thing, Rahat. ARUL online library. So it's an online library. Now, Google Scholar is just articles for scholars, okay? Um, a rule online library. We have to be more specific. There are some really good, it doesn't come up for me. Now, ResearchGate has an article here called, I'm still in Google Scholar. So I wonder if I could get out of Google Scholar. I'll have to stop sharing my screen to get out of Google Scholar. Okay, so let me open up a new link, Rahat, and see if I can find our rule. In Google Scholar, I think someone mentioned it. So here's regular old Google, and they've got their Christmas lights on. You want to see? Okay, we're just going to do a little search here, and this is a new tab. So I'm going to look up what Rahat Ali was sharing with us. Our rule online library. See, that's why it's important to know how to spell things right. You want to look it up, you have to have the right spelling. Here it is. Oh, thank you. It's an academic database. Good, like Google Scholar. Excellent. Let's see what they have, guys. Can you see this okay? Vendor catalog, products and services, licensing schools. Where's the articles? ProQuest. I will be in ProQuest. When I publish my dissertation, you will find it uh, in this journal. We partner with the world's leaders, subjects. Okay, filter by subject. I think we'll do that. Okay, look at all of the subjects. Education, right? And formats, vendors. Let's just see what that says. Look at all this stuff on education. And, oh, these are the different sources. Oh, this looks very good, Rahat Ali. Education Films on Demand. Wow, this looks like a great source, guys. It's open source educational films. So if you want to learn about something, what a great resource. Oh, look at that. Films on Demand at public libraries, K through 12 schools, and corporations. Wow. Look at that. What a great resource. Thank you, Rahat Ali. And this is one I didn't have before. So we're going to save that tab. Excellent. It's a rule. Oh, Jaren is here. Hi, Jaren. Are you ready to speak English? In 10 minutes, Teacher Sky will be going over to my subscriber chat. And I hope you all will come along. There's 50 of you here. Jaren is a really good reader, and we are going to read. And we have that wonderful article. Let me bring that up again. This is what you're going to read, Jaron. I hope you're ready, okay? So here it is. It's on the Team Social Butterfly page. It's called Key Message Development, okay? Now, what is a key message? It's what we're going to be talking about. Do you write essays or letters or articles or papers? Do you have to have a key message? Oh, you're fine, Jaron. You come whenever you want. Key message. What is a key message? Well, we're going to be diving deeply into how to develop a key message for effective communication. Do you want to be an effective communicator? So, this is the way you'll do it. Now, I want all of you, if you're going to come to the private chat, we have a class right after this. It starts in 9 minutes, and Jaron is in that class, and so is Atiyab. And, if you guys want to sign up for the class, if you want to speak and be able to read about key messages today, then, this week is a very special week for Hallow. We get paid double if you sign up. So, would you sign up for Teacher Sky's class? Now, we meet on this time Wednesdays and Fridays, and sometimes I do Mondays. I just throw it in because I love Hallow so much, okay? So, if you would like to sign up, now is the time, right? And I think there's some incentive for students too. So if you sign up, you can take my course and you'll be able to read, okay, about key messages. And that's in 8 minutes. And I'll be going to that live stream. Now, if you can't pay, it's okay. Come to the live stream, but bring a notebook and take notes. Okay, this will help you. It will help you as a communicator, it will help you as a writer, it will help you to be able to speak English better, okay? So you'll actually make sense when you're writing something or you're giving a presentation, you're speaking, or even if you're just meeting someone and doing some, just casual conversation. All of this will help you, okay? Because it's practice. All right, so we only have 8 minutes left, and I think we wanted to hear from Mr. Ed before we went, right, Jaren? Here's our social butterflies, and Jaren is here. She is our teaching assistant and our top butterfly here. Jaren, Lily was so wonderful. She came and helped. And she was here. So here's Jaren. She is our teaching assistant, and thank you for coming, Jaren. So I did want to show Mr. Ed before we go. Now get ready because on Friday we'll be having our TV show. Would you like a segment on this show? We'd love to have you on. Just coordinate with Teacher Sky. And here is Mr. Ed with our Ed Tech Heads.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed. You are watching Everything in English, almost. Oh. Team Mr. Ed, Tech Head. Very nice, Mr. Ed.
Good night, Mr. Ed. So, you guys, good night if it's getting late for you. We just have a few minutes more and we will be having our 1 hour chat with Jaren. Y'all want to see another video? I know there's some really good ones in here. Should we show another one? Okay. So we're getting ready. I have to tell you and make a big announcement. Edvania Maria just got married. So congratulations, Edvania. And this is about our TV show, Everything in English, almost. Go, Edvania.
Hi guys, I am Etfania Maria. I live in Brazil. Question: are you what everything in English? Almost everything. No problem. I know. Keep practicing with Hello TV Show. Hello TV Show every Friday, 8:30 a.m. Okay. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so it's Friday. It's not tomorrow, but we want you to be there and don't miss it, okay? And thank you so much for being here today. I want to thank everyone who's been on the live stream. I know it's so exciting. She's so beautiful. Okay, guys, so we're going to learn about key message on our next live stream for 1 hour. Okay, Teacher Sky. All right, so I'm going to get ready, Jaron, and you come back. Anything else, you guys have any more questions or anything? Okay, so we're going to come right back. Okay, don't go away. We have 51. And we're going to have any of you that would like to get a subscription, I'd really appreciate it. It would help me to continue to come to Hallow and give classes. Now, we can do very beginner English if that's what you need, or we can do intermediate, or we can even do advanced. Okay, we go any direction, and we are a support group, so we help each other. Okay, and it's usually about this time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, between 8 and 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm right here in Central United States, the Central Time Zone. So hurry up. Right now is when you would have to come on. You can do it. I can see you want to do it. Subscribe to Teacher Sky. I'll get paid double. I would love that. And you guys will get a really good deal because this is going to be my class on Wednesdays and Fridays all through January. Okay. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll be back in 4 minutes with our subscriber chat. Okay. I'm going to miss all of you, Tom, and everybody that's been contributing. Thank you for visiting Rahat Ali. Thank you so much. Tom, you were very active today, and you get a straight A for that. Saman, Eusebio. Did I say your name right? Kishore. Oh, did I answer everybody's question? What's the difference between the two words resume and CV? I had the same question, Bim. Now, a CV is a little bit more about if you taught classes, you would put what courses you taught. It's more educational, I think. But I think they're doing it in all domains now. So, if you've been a conference presenter or you've done community service, you're teaching, it's more than a resume. Okay. Sorry, I missed that question. You guys are supposed to help me. Oh my goodness. I did, Bim. It's Catherine Sky Tollison right there. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay. That's all for now and we're still live on Facebook. If you want to come over there, you can make a comment. Okay. Thank you guys. We're up to 56. I hate to see you all go, but I'm going to go live again on the paid one. And if you'd like to get a subscriber, be a subscriber to Teacher Sky. Do it now because now is the special time. All right, guys. See you in a few. Bye bye. Teacher Sky. Thank you. Okay, so we're getting ready, and now I have to go to my Hallow page. You see, these are all the teachers that are live now. And there it is. I have 100.9 thousand views, and I want to thank everyone supporting me. Okay, 2 minutes. Are you ready? Should we play a video to begin? Maybe an ed tech head? Something with music, right? Okay, we have a promo. I can play this. Okay, here we go. We're going to go live. Ready? 1 minute early. I'm back. Okay. Right.
And the trees, all the things they did unseen. We are
is the rest of that song. There's more to it. Hi, I'm Teacher Sky, and welcome to my class. Oh, I'm trying to get my card. Anything is possible with Skylock Solutions. Yes, that's my business and my former last name, Blaylock. But anything is possible. And we do social media campaigns and consulting for social media for small business. I know. So right now we're working on our TV show for Friday, and we'll be having everything in English almost on Friday. Are you going to come? Who else is here? Okay, so we just went to our 1 hour subscriber chat. Oh, we're still on Brave. I didn't see it. Okay, so we're still live and Brave missed it. Are you guys still out there on Facebook? Now we're waiting for Jaron to sign in and Atiyib and our subscribers. Okay. And Brave. Everybody thinks the class is over. We have 24. Half of you are back. Uh, we are still live. Some people didn't realize I was coming back. Okay, did you guys get to see the promo? Oh, Jaron is here. Good. So I'm going to invite Jaron, and Jaron, I'm going to have to tell Atiyah he needs to get to class, right? Oh, would you all like to sign up? Come on, you can subscribe today, and it's so awesome. You'll get the whole month of January.
Hello.
Hello, Jaron.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you
Welcome.
today?
Pretty
You
good.
had
How are
an earache, right? You had an earache probably.
I
You told me.
did. Yeah, this morning it popped. I could hear it go. So something happened. And I'm hearing okay. I can hear you. So that's good.
Okay, awesome.
So what was I just we were going to do? I forgot. Oh, Jaron, do you know what the special is for if you sign up to be a subscriber? Do you get a special deal for this month? Do you
Yes, I
know?
get it, and I definitely use it too.
Yeah. So yours runs
So
out
my
Friday, right? Friday's your last day?
yeah yeah, but
Uh,
I extend it, but I extend it. My
Oh, you're gonna
subscription gonna go
extend?
over.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jared's going to extend. High five. Oh, you know what? I will
High
get
five.
paid double. They're paying teachers double. So little Jaron is paying me big bucks and you don't even have a job. Do you get allowance from your family?
Yes,
Al-
for sure. My mom is helping me for that.
How do you spell it? Allowance. My goodness, I forgot how to spell allowance. You know how to spell it? I don't want to spell it wrong. Allowance. Okay, it just looks wrong. So, have you heard that word before? Yeah, you got it right. You know it. High five. You got the hello hand. That's so cool. So, what is allowance?
I've heard about that before, and it means like an amount of money given or given usually at regular intervals for a specific purpose.
Ah, so do you work at home? Do you do
Nope.
chores? You know that word
Oh,
chores?
sometimes,
Sometimes.
sometimes
You're not just doing
I'm
chores all the
lazy.
time. You're lazy, but
Yes.
you're a lot of fun. So it's okay if you're lazy. That's great. So you get a little money for it? They pay you?
Never.
No. You don't get an allowance.
No.
You know, some people
Sad, right?
I know that's terrible. What a terrible family. No, some people they just get an allowance and they don't even do anything. It's it
Hmm.
allows them to go around and spend money. I don't know I guess they just have a lot. I've never had an allowance, but I did get paid for doing chores. And if something needed to
Oh,
be done, my parents would bribe us. Do you know bribe? Bribe.
bribe? Oh,
I'll give you
oh yes, I know
money
that. Yeah.
if you do something. And you probably shouldn't. If it's a bribe, it's usually something you shouldn't do. They're trying to get you to do something and they'll give you money to do it. Would you do it? Will you take a bribe?
No,
Good. Strong girl.
I'm honest. I'm honest.
You're honest. That's good. That's good. Because bribes are usually not good. And they have a lot to
Yes,
do with blackmail. Have you ever heard of that?
of
It's
course.
even worse. What is blackmail? Is it a letter? Black? Is it a letter that's the color black?
Like the that is an act of threatening some to harm, someone.
So you know something about someone and you're threatening to tell on them unless they give you money or something? Blackmail. That is an action. So it's not a letter, huh?
Nope.
Not a letter. Do you know how to address a letter? Do you know what this is? This is a letter, right? Letter,
Yes, that
letter.
is a letter.
So, and this is somebody's what? What do you call that? Numbers and letters. What is all that? Address. Can you
Oh
say
yeah,
it?
yeah, address.
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 And some people say address. Address is okay. And
Address.
what do I put my letter in this thing and I close it. What is this called? I put it in a mail is usually in an envelope. Can you say that?
Envelope.
Or
Ah,
and sometimes they say
envelope.
envelope. Let's spell it. Do you know how to spell it?
Yeah.
So they can say envelope, like on top of envelope, or you can say envelope. Either one is correct. It's a dialect.
Oh, okay.
Did you spell it? Envelope. How do you say it, Jaren?
Envelope.
You say envelope? Okay, good. So
Yes.
then this person, this address, who is this person? It's going to go. Do you see this word right here?
Yes, two.
To. So it's to Jane Doe. And so they will receive the letter, this person?
Yes, two. They're gonna receive it, and from
Okay.
gonna send it.
So to is called a recipient. The recipient receives the mail. And then the from, they are, who is that? Sam
Who
Jones.
gonna who gonna send the letter?
Oh, he's the sender. So it's
Yeah.
from sender. You guys getting this? Are you writing it down? I know this is extra. And then what do I put on it so they will send it to them? What is that thing? It's pretty. What is that? You know what it's called?
No
Stamp.
idea. A
Stamp.
stamp. Yes. Stamp.
Stamp. Right. It's a sticky stamp. It's like a sticker, right? Stamp.
Mhm.
And you get stamps at your country and they're for different amounts. And that's how you pay, right? With the stamp. All right. So now you can write me a letter, right? Now this is a made up address. But
I will.
could you read the address? Who are we mailing it to? You see that name?
Oh
Jane.
yes, I can. Now I can. Yes. Oh, No.
Jane.
It's freezing. I cannot see. Oh, now I can see. Oh my God.
I'll make it as big as I can. Jane Doe.
Jane Doe,
What's her address?
3957 Maple Street, Green River, MN 12765.
What is that 12765? Do you know what that's called? That number? It's called a
Yeah, 12,000.
zip
Oh,
code.
zip code.
That's a zip code. Right. Very good reading. So the number you see here, 3957, that is the number of the apartment building or the house. And that is what street they live on, Maple Street. And then what is Green River? Sounds like a river, water. Is that the town or city? And then MN is the state in the United States. And if you were sending it from overseas, you would put USA right about here, USA. Okay. So how
Okay.
do you do it different in your country? Address the envelope
Well,
different?
I do not usually write any letters
You
to
don't?
someone.
Do you know how to
No,
address an envelope? Now you
probably I
do.
can, but
Now
I
you
do
do.
not do that. Yes, no, I
Well,
can.
you were very good at explaining what everything was on that. So, do you ever get a letter or a card in the mail? I think I got a
Not
card.
really.
I got one from my mom. You want to see it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, it's lovely.
It's got the butterfly. Mom knows me. Yes, isn't that sweet? Enjoy your birthday, June 13, 2021. Love, Mom. Isn't that
Oh, that's
sweet?
so sweet.
I know. And she always sends money. She sent me a check. And you know what I did with
Cool.
it? This was in June. You know what I did with that check? It was $100. You know what I did with it?
Nope, I
That
don't.
that was the first week I met the Shines of Hope orphans, and they went into lockdown that week, and they didn't have any food. So that's
Mhm.
what I got for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, it was the beginning of that, and, I wasn't making that much money, but once I started donating to them, I started getting all these jobs, and people started
Mhm.
paying me more on Hallow. I was cashing out on Hallow. I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, I was making more money, so I was able to keep donating, and it's been just such a fun journey. So, are you ready to read?
Sure.
I have some really hard reading. Are you sure? This is going to be good.
Oh no.
You'll love
Let's
it.
see.
It's so good. It's about the key message. And I think this will help you if you're going to be writing stuff for school, um,
Mhm.
or, anything. If you're trying to communicate, like, giving a presentation, you want to have a key message. So, what do you think a key message is? How would we define key message? Drivener subscribed. Yay!
Oh, awesome.
So think about that for a minute, Jaron. We're going to invite Drivener to come up and you guys can practice by reading, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, let me see if I can bring him up. Darn, I need to probably get in touch with Atiyib too and see if he can come to class so we could all read. This will be so good. Hi, Drivener.
Hello, Teacher Sky.
Welcome. Welcome back.
Long time no see you,
Yeah. Well, it's
but
been
now I can see you.
here I am. It's
Yeah.
good to see you
Hello,
too.
Jaren.
Hello, driver sir. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, did you just finish work?
Uh, it's end of semester. I'm at home.
Oh, good. So you can enjoy the class. We still have.
One is calling me. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Okay, hurry back. No problem.
Yeah.
So everyone can help us and help us to find out what is a key message. And I'm going to type it in here in the chat. Um, you know what a key is, right? Do you have any keys, Sharon? I have
I
keys.
don't, but my mom has it.
She has keys. What does she have a key to? What does it go to?
Our room's key.
Oh, your room. I have a key to the house. That's
Mhm.
my key to oh, here, I'll take it off this screen so you can see. So I have a key to the house, and this is the back door, this is the front door, and I have a key to my car. I have a pickup. So it's a key, right? It allows you to get in. You have access, key. So what is a message? That's easier, isn't it? What's a message, Jaren? Can you send me a message?
Always.
A message? Is it like a letter?
Communication.
Oh,
It
it's
is more like communication. Yeah.
message? So you're trying to tell me something? Message is what is it? What is a message?
So through message we can like communicate with others.
Something you want to communicate. Okay. So
Yeah.
understanding and the message I'm trying to get across is what's a message? Oh, here comes Drivner back. So it's being able to communicate. There he is. Hello.
Hello again.
So what do you think a message is? What is a message?
Message. That's what we are trying to say to someone,
Perfect. Good.
to
Good.
share, to write, to send.
Yeah. Communication. What we're trying to
Yeah.
say, speaking, talking. It's a message. So a key message. We just showed keys and we're going to talk about a key message and how to get your message across when you're trying to speak. Okay. So let me see if I can find that. Here it is. And I'm going to give you all a chance to read. Okay. As long as you
Yeah.
can see this. So we're developing key messages so that we can communicate well. It's for effective communication. So, are you guys ready? You want to read? You
Yeah.
ready? Okay,
Sure.
great. So, Jaron, would you go first and read the purpose of a key message?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So should I start reading it?
Can you see that okay? It says this tool provides.
Yes, I can.
You can see it?
It's
Okay,
perfect.
good. Excellent.
So should I start reading it?
Yeah.
You can't read
Okay.
it, Jaron?
This tool provides guidance for developing key messages that can be used for writing a variety of communication materials, such as press materials, talking points, speeches, and social media posts.
Perfect. Okay, so would you use any of these things? Do you use any of those? You do social media posts, I know.
I do, yes.
You do some good ones. Okay, so Drivener, are you still there? Could you read the format of a key message?
Yeah. Sure. This tool describes the importance of key messages, elements to consider when developing them, and the process for developing key messages.
Okay, so have you ever tried to get a message across to someone?
Wide across. Directly.
That's right. So this is what we're going to try to help you with these key messages, and we're going to develop some ideas for you. So let's read about audience, Jaron. Can you catch that section there?
I can, but I cannot see the
D-
probably the right side.
Oh, it falls off the screen, doesn't it? Okay, let me see if I can change that at all. Is that worse?
Oh yes, it's okay now.
Okay.
Can you make it a little bit smaller?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay.
This tool is primarily designed for researchers from the model systems that are funded by the National Institute on Disability, Independent Living and Rehabilitation Research, NIDILRR, and
Wow.
can be adapted by other NIDILRR grantees and
Yeah,
the
grantees.
general public.
So are we grantees or are we general public? What are we?
General public, I guess.
I think we're general public. So hopefully they're making it
Uh-huh.
so that it can be used in their domain for really serious people that are helping people with disabilities and things and rehabilitation. But on the other hand, it also helps just people, general public. So I'm not sure if you can see this or not. Dreibner, can you see the part about
Uh,
resources or does that get cut off? Here, let me see if I can.
your screen is covering a little bit text.
Okay, let me see
Your
if I can make
picture.
it a little bit. Then it's going to be
Yeah.
too small to see.
Yeah. But I can turn horizontally my phone and it's
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see now.
Oh, good.
What should I do?
Read resources.
Resources,
Mhm.
additional resources on collaborating with the media are identified at the end of this document.
Wow. Do you think you'd want to collaborate with the media?
With the media,
What does that mean?
uh, something like I'm going to work with Facebook.
Right, media. So Facebook is considered a media, but general media is like radio, TV, print, uh, publishing, Facebook, all of the internet is definitely
Yeah.
media. But I think they're talking about more like radio and television and news outlets and things like that because we're trying to get a message across to the world. And that's what we're learning about how to develop our key messages. So we'll see if we get to the media part, but right now here's just some basics, okay? And this is guidance for developing key messages, and I'll try to make it really big.
Mhm.
Jaron, are you able to see that? What are key messages and why are they important?
Yeah, I
Ca-
can see it.
You can see it. Jaron, are you able to
Yeah.
see that okay? Can you read the first one, Jaron?
Yes,
Okay, good.
yes, I can. What are so the points? Should I read the points?
The first one, it says, what are key messages
Okay.
and why are they important?
Key messages are the main points of information you want your audience to hear, understand, and remember. They are bite-sized
Summations.
summations that articulate what you do, why you do it, how you are different, and what value you bring to stakeholders.
What's a stakeholder? Stakeholder. Oh, I meant to. No one knows stakeholders?
No.
Okay, so before I was
Not
putting
really.
radio, TV. Okay. I
Does that mean like an employee or customer. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah. Now there are different words. Stake. They have stake in it. They have an interest. They have stake. A stakeholder. They hold some kind of interest. Um, a person with interest in what it is you're about to say. A person with interest. Okay, they're interested in what you're saying. They're a stakeholder. They maybe it is a customer. Maybe it's a family. It's whoever you're trying to make this message to. Maybe it's your teacher, right? Or your parent or your students, right, Driver?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Can
so
I say, Teacher Sky, can I say I stake some interest? Uh, I'm staking my assets.
yeah, most people stake a claim. In United States, they would do that if they find oil in the ground. They'd say, "This is mine," and I stake the claim. When we landed on the moon, that's what United States did. We put our flag on the moon and said, "We stake our claim." So, yeah, a
Yeah,
stakeholder, they have a claim on something. They're saying, "It's mine." Right.
yeah,
So the interest and the claim, well, we're hoping the message is strong enough to where your stakeholders are interested and it helps them in some way. So, Dreibner, could you read the second one about key messages?
yeah. Key messages clarify meaning and provide the takeaway headline of the issue you want to communicate.
Right. So, the key message, what is a headline? Headline? Have you ever
Mm,
seen a headline?
oh,
Do you read the newspaper?
yeah, no, to
Okay.
be honest.
Well, do you read articles on the internet?
Yeah,
Okay, the very first heading in big letters and
yeah,
bold is a headline.
yeah. We can see the headline on our screen right now. It is what are key messages and why are they important?
Yeah, but that's really one of the headings. The big headline is guidance for developing the
Oh,
blue one.
yeah,
That's our headline. If it was an article, but you're right, it's what's in bold and it's at the top and it's a headline. Now, this said a word in it. It said a takeaway. What is take away?
mm, oh,
Take? What do you think, Jaron? Are you stealing it? You're taking it from me, right? Take. I have this rabbit, and you're going to take it away from me. Right, Jaron?
Oh, okay.
No, but a
No,
takeaway.
I'm not gonna do that.
What do you think a takeaway is, Jaron? Takeaway. It's not stealing something
I
from them.
think I think it means a restaurant or shop selling cooked food to be eaten somewhere elsewhere.
So yeah, if you were learning something or listening to something and you came over to me and said, "Oh, I just found out this." That's your takeaway. It's your key message, right?
Hmm.
yeah,
So hopefully you're getting something out of this, and I hope each one of you, all 50 people watching, and Jaron and Driver, I hope you get a takeaway from this lesson. Okay,
yeah,
you're just going to take it home and remember it forever. So, Jaron, would you read the next one about why key messages are important? You see that?
Yeah, I can. Key messages are important because they serve as the foundation of an organization's branding and marketing efforts and should be reflected in all written and spoken communications.
So, when you have a key message, if you're with an organization, and are you with any organizations, Jaron? Do you belong to school or
No,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So your
School.
organization, they kind of all have to agree on stuff, right? What about you,
That's right.
Drivener? Are you a part of any organizations?
No.
You're with a school, aren't you? You work at a school.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
working at school, and
So
I can say I am a part of this organization.
perfect. So
Yeah.
an organization, whether they're a school or a business or a club, they do what's called branding. You all know what branding means?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, Driver, what is it?
Uh,
Branding.
brand brand is a name of organization
Yeah, it's like a
or
product, right? Yeah,
yeah,
branding. There's a product. Let's see.
like brand name.
Yeah, like Coca-Cola, Kellogg's is a brand.
Yeah.
You know, McDonald's. There's a lot of them from United States, right? Because we have so much business. Here's a brand. You guys know that guy? He's a peanut, right? And
Yeah.
that's their branding. So it makes you think of that company or that organization. And what this is saying is that your key message is important when you're trying to get that message out, your branding of other people. So does Teacher Sky do any branding with her class?
Yeah.
What do you think
Just
is an
right now.
example of branding? Like, oh, how about the Team Ed Tech Heads? And yeah, we are the ed tech heads. That's kind of branding. It puts a brand. Do you know where that word brand came from? Brand? You,
No,
you guys don't
I
know?
don't.
You know about cows, right? I
Yeah.
and they live on the farm, right? Cows and pigs and okay. So when you have a cow, you normally have to put your initial on it, right? So that if anybody finds that cow, it's your cow, right? And so they have these metal letters that they put, like mine would be S for sky. And I would
Yeah.
put it in the fire and get it really hot. And then I would put it on the animal. And
Yeah.
print it on it's like a printing, but it's there and it's permanent. They can't wash it off because it's burned in them. That is branding, okay? So it's really making that impact and seeing that
Like
image.
like mark question mark. But I understand. Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh,
Would that be a brand? You could put a question mark and I don't know who it belongs to. My brand is Teacher Sky. And it's
yeah.
not on me physically, but it's branded. You can see it everywhere you look for Teacher Sky stuff. So that's what that branding words.
Yeah.
So
If I will see someone with this brand, uh, I will know that is Teacher Sky's student.
yeah, there you go. If they're a ed tech head or a social butterfly, you're like, you must be Teacher Sky's student.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Jaron, can you read this next part about communications?
Yes. Communications cannot always be controlled, but key messages can. They help you to prioritize, I think, and define information and for consistency, continu- continuity, and accuracy. Measure and track success and stay focused when speaking with the media or stakeholders.
I think that's my favorite one, that last one, because if you're talking to the media, if you ever have a chance to do that, it's very confusing. You're afraid of what to say, right? So if you have a key message, it can control what it is you say. And I'll give you an example of that. Um, do you want a free speech example of that? Of having a key
Yeah.
message? Okay, this is a free speech, example of having that key message in your mind so well that you don't forget when they're coming to you and they're asking you a lot of questions. So, when I managed the TV station, our community television station was based on free speech, right? And so anybody in the community could come and exercise their free speech and produce a TV program and put it on our channel. Well, some people would say things that other people didn't like. Okay. And sometimes they were really bad things, but I had to let it play because my funding came from the government and we believe in free speech, right? So I could not censor anyone. Anything they wanted to put on the channel, I had to let air. So sometimes after a weekend, I would come to work on Monday morning and I would have the news media there with their cameras saying, "Why did you let that program air?" And so when I got the job, I knew about free speech, and my board of directors taught me, and many of them are lawyers and people that really understand free speech and what I should say when the news media comes and says, "Why did you let that program air?" And I would definitely quote a Supreme Court. Uh, there was a case that allowed someone free speech. Okay. And so I would always tell them, we use the Miller test and we make sure that what the people say covers your freedom of speech. And so most of the time, if you cite the Supreme Court and you cite the Constitution, the news media likes that and they like, and so they were able to understand the key message that we were exercising their free speech and that anyone can come and exercise their free speech. So the key message was, we don't want to censor because we're not, we are the government. We're not going to say, you can't say this. And so there's an example for you of keeping on track with the key message. Have you ever had a situation like that before, where you had to explain something and you wanted to keep on track of what you were saying,
Sure.
like in class? Can you think of a time, Drivener? Could you share a moment where you had to really understand what it is that you were saying to be able to explain it?
First, I never join to any discussion that I don't understand. When I
Good.
don't understand what's going on, what the subject is, I just don't
Participate.
take it.
Yeah, you don't
Don't
participate.
take it. Don't participate. But
Excellent.
when I understand subject, I'm a good speaker,
Great.
but not in English.
But in English, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic. And there's almost 70 people here that can agree with us there. What about you, Jaron? Have you ever been in a situation where you had to speak in public, like in front of a class or anything like that?
Probably it happened, yes.
Yeah. How did that make you feel? Were you able to remember what it is you were supposed to say?
I actually do not remember what exactly happened, but I was nervous, like always.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is
Mhm.
confusing. And if you have a key message, you can remember and keep going back. And like Driver said, it helps to know about something, right? And really understand the subject. So this whole key message thing, this will help you to be able to define what that is. So here are some definitions of what key messages are. Okay. So effective key messages are number one, concise. Drivner, could you read about concise for
Yeah.
us?
Yes. Concise. Focus on on 3 to 5 key messages per topic. Write 1 to 3 sentence sentences for each key message. Should be read should be read or spoken in 30 seconds or less.
Right. Should be read. That's in past tense. So
Ah,
when you
should
read
be
it,
read. Yeah.
yeah, you know, the word read is spelled the same if it's past
Yeah.
tense or future tense or present
Yeah.
tense. So we just have to look at the context of that sentence to know is it past tense or not. So it should be read like the letter or like the color red, right? It should be
Yeah.
read or spoken in less than 30 seconds. So these are key messages and ways for us to develop ideas. And what you would do is take 2 or 3 things. I did this with my dissertation. So you could take just very small, simple things that you have, concepts, and you can develop them into your key message. But it still keeps it very basic, where you have 3 things that you go back to. When you write those sentences, it will help you to be able to construct sentences when you're talking also. So this will help you with your writing and your reading and speaking. It's all about messages. Jaren, would you like to read about strategic?
Yeah, strategic. Define, differentiate, and address benefits.
Okay, so these effective messages are strategic because what do you do when you strategize or you have a strategy? What is that strategy?
Strategy
Yeah, Jaren, what's a strategy?
is it like a policy?
It's a plan. You're coming up with a
Mm,
strategy. It's a plan that you're going to use to do something. And our good strategy for creating these effective messages to define. What is define?
to explain something.
Explain it, right? What's the meaning, a definition? And then what is differentiate, Drivener? Differentiate?
Different ways, I would say.
Yeah. Of describing something,
Yeah.
you
Different
differentiate.
ways, different points of view.
Good. So you're looking at what's different. It's sometimes they say in essay questions, for those of you who are taking tests in school, they say contrast. How are they different? And they will say this other word, compare. How are they the same? Okay. So compare and contrast. And that would be the same as differentiate. Let's see how they're different. And then address the benefits. What's a benefit? Is that something good or bad?
Good.
Of course,
Yeah,
good.
benefit, right. So, with your key message, you want to explain it so that it sounds good to me. There are some benefits, right? So, the next one is relevant. And Drivener, is it your turn to read?
Maybe.
Relevant? It can be.
If you don't mind, I can start.
Okay. What is
Yeah,
relevant?
relevant. Balance what you need to communicate with what your audience needs to know.
Ah, so what if they say, so what?
Oh,
They're not
it's a little
interested,
bit.
right?
It's a little bit difficult to explain. I understand, but that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Why I'm learning English.
That's good. I know you
Yeah,
need to learn these high end vocabulary, and Jaren has a huge vocabulary, but she also is learning how to use these words in a
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
context. So relevance means, what does it have to do with me? Why should I care? So what? Is it relevant? And that's what this definition is of effective key messages. It's something that the audience cares about. They want to know about it, right? It's relevant.
Okay, teacher Sky, how can I explain what is the balance here?
Balance what you
Yeah,
need to communicate.
I know this word. I know this word, but how to explain
Good.
this expression?
Very good. So
I need something to tell you,
Mhm.
to tell to people,
Yeah.
for example, but the people don't need to know this.
Right. This is
I have to find the balance.
a delicate balance, isn't it? You just don't know what do they want and what you want to tell them. So you have to make sure there's a balance. And the other word that's important here, Drivener, is with. You balance what you need to
Yeah,
communicate with what your audience needs to know,
yeah.
right? So those are the things that you're balancing, and you see how it balance. Have you seen a scale that has a balance like that?
How does it look in real life? Can you please give us an example? Because,
Uh,
for example, I'm on my lesson, or you are on your lesson right now, on our lesson, and how how do you manage this balance right now?
okay, so the balance, I would like to show some images of balance so that you guys are getting a visual to go along with this. Let me show it to you. And we only have about 15 minutes left, and I'm balancing the
Yeah,
content with our time frame. So you see the balance, you put one on one side, and this is the time we have on one side.
yeah,
And then the other one is how much information we want to go over. And we have to
yeah,
balance those, the time with the content of class. And we'd like for it to be not like this and
yeah.
out of balance. Out
Yeah,
of balance.
now I understand. Very good example.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know what that thing is called that you
Sorry,
measure?
scale,
Yeah, a
scale.
scale.
Yeah,
Yeah. You measure weight with the scale, right? Measure weight, how heavy something is. Okay. I thought that might help just to see it. Okay, let me see if I can get back to our reading. And here it is. We still have a few minutes. Um, compelling, Jaron. Oh, this is perfect for you. Can you read about compelling?
Design meaningful information to stimulate action.
So it's putting it together, design. Are you artistic, Jaron?
Oh, yes, I love to draw.
Yeah. So designing it is something you really put it together and make it so exciting. What does stimulate mean?
It means to
Stimulate.
encourage something to grow,
motivation.
Create.
dev-
Yeah.
develop, or become active.
A catalyst. Yeah. Making it move. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we also want our message to be simple. Drivener, could you read about simple?
Yeah, use easy to understand language. Avoid jargon and acronyms.
Good. So jargon.
Jargon,
Jargon. What is
jargon,
jargon? Jargon.
slang, professional words or just slang. Yeah,
Very good. So it's not a bad word. It's a
yeah,
word that just someone else wouldn't understand. Now, I'm in television and video, and we talk a lot about, we use a lot of jargon, like our signal test, and we use a tone generator. And oftentimes we have to have sync. And I know you musicians have the same.
yeah.
You have a lot of those technical words. So we want to stay away from those. And what is an acronym?
Uh,
You said
something short like a sub. as soon as possible.
As soon as
An
possible, ASAP.
abbreviation.
Abbreviation. Good. Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Abbreviation. Good. Okay, good. So you don't want to use those because people will be like, what are they talking about? And so you want
Yeah.
to keep it simple. And sometimes that might seem simple if you're talking to somebody who's a musician, but if it's a mom, they're going to say, what are you talking about? Okay, so we want to make it memorable too, Jaron. Could you read about memorable?
Ensure that messages are easy to recall and repeat. Avoid long run to sentences.
Run on sentences.
Outrun
Okay.
on sentences.
So what does it mean to be memorable?
Never gonna forget
Good.
what happened.
Yeah, it stays with you, doesn't it? It stays with the reader. So we want
That's
to
like a memory. Like a memory.
good memory, right? So what does it mean to ensure? Ensure. You know that word? Oh, there's a product called
Like
Ensure.
make sure something.
Yeah, make sure. Ensure. Let's make sure that the messages are easy. And what does it mean to recall? Recall. Hello.
Yeah.
Do I call out to them? What does that mean? Re
I
Just
think it
repeat.
means
repeat.
to
Is like
bring the
do
memory.
again. Call. Say, like call on the phone. Hello. So if you can recall, what does that mean, Jaron, to recall?
I think that means to bring the memory of a past event
I can
in
remember
into
it.
your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
recall, and I can say it. Okay, I can
Call
recall it.
again.
Yeah, call
Like
again.
call again.
It's very similar. So recall it is talking about memory and can I remember it? And repeat is to be able to say it. So we want to avoid long run on sentences. And you all know run on sentences, right? Run on.
Yeah.
They just keep going and keep going and and you just don't think the person will ever there's never a period, there's never a comma, it just goes on and on and on. So
without
that
stopping.
right, exactly. They just keep going and it should have had maybe 2 sentences or 3 or 4 or 5 instead of one long sentence. So what about real, Drivener?
Should I read?
Yeah.
Use active voice, not passive. Do not use advertising slogans.
Oh, so
Oh, in other words, I would say you should be honest.
yeah, be
You should
straight,
be
be
real. Yeah.
authentic, right, authentic. You want to be real, you don't wanna say things like, "Hey, groovy baby," or, they have these things on TV and on the internet that are fun to say, but they make you sound very contrite and not as intelligent. So, you wanna sound real and describe. Um, so the
If you
last,
can.
yeah, if you
If you
can.
are real.
If
If
you
you
are
can.
real, that helps a lot. Okay, so what is tailored, Jaron? Last one.
Tailored communication. Communicate effectively with different target audiences by adapting languages and depth of information.
That looks very deep. So to tailor it, what does that mean you do, Jaron? Would you say the
This is
same
probably
thing?
of clothes probably smart fitted and well cut.
Ah, you're talking about tailoring clothes, like when you sew. Very good. That's what I would have
Yes.
thought of is to tailor it. And that's very high end English. And I think Drivener is even understanding that you tailor made, it's just for you, right?
Yeah.
And there's another word you can Do you have any custom guitars, Drivener?
Uh,
Custom?
no, I don't have any custom guitars. For me, is enough.
Just what you have.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not so picky that it has to be just my brother-in-law was left-handed guitar player, and so he had to play it backwards and upside down. So sometimes you need to have it customized to fit your
Yeah.
needs, right? All right. So these are really great. Now we got the wrap up signal. So we only have about five
Yeah.
minutes. Do you guys have any questions? That's really hard. Do you now know what a key message is?
Yeah.
Key
I think
message.
we know now.
Can you
Now we know, yes.
just spend 1 minute describing a key message? Drivener, you go first. What is a good key
Okay.
message?
Okay. This topic is about talking directly to specific audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
And
And I should choose right words to describe my topic, my intention, and it depends. If I'm a good speaker, I can explain, and people can understand my speech, and
perfect.
everything will be all right.
Perfect.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be all right.
It's gonna be
It's
all
gonna be all right.
right.
Everything gonna be all right.
Excellent. So what about you, Jaron? Can you describe a key message? What is that?
These are the main points. I think I read that before. These are the main points of information you want your audience to hear, understand,
Yeah.
and remember.
Great. Oh, that's really good and very
Yeah.
concise. So now you'll
Mm.
be able to communicate better. We have 80 people watching, and I think they all learned from you all because you were able to communicate so well the key message. So, congratulations.
Yeah.
Good job. Excellent work, you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So, we only have about a couple of minutes left. Are you guys going to be able to come on Friday
Yeah,
to
Sure.
class?
possibly.
Now, we have
For
our
me, to be the teacher Sky, for me, this time, to be honest, is not
the best.
suitable. But we have vacation.
Okay.
Our
Is
vacation is starting, and
yeah.
I hope I will be
Vacation.
free. I will
Good.
be free.
I hope so. So we will try to make it and accommodate you and let us know if you need to do homework and you can send us videos. On Friday, we have our TV show. So you all prepare a little presentation, maybe 5 minutes of something that you can share with our audience. Could you do that?
We will see.
Just 5 minutes.
It's not so easy. Mm. You can share your screen. It's very good for you. But for us, it's
It's hard.
not easy.
Good.
Yeah,
It
it's
needs
not
to be a
easy.
challenge. You could read a book, read a story, read poetry, sing a song, tell us some news, show and tell. You can do a lot of things, okay?
Yeah,
All right.
I can read some lyrics from my favorite songs if you
Nice.
share from your screen.
That'd be great. I'd love to. Be
Yeah.
sure you'll have to send those to me in advance. And Jaron, if you want me to show anything, be sure and send it, okay? And we'd love it.
Okay.
All right. And any of you guys out there, there's 85 people watching. Please submit something. We'll see you on Friday, okay?
Yeah.
What's the name of the show?
Everything in English almost.
Everything in English, almost.
Almost.
Did you say it, Drive?
Everything is in English. Almost.
Almost. We try, don't we? So thank you
Everything.
so much,
Everything.
guys.
Because
did
you don't know
wonderful.
my English.
You did great. Good reading. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a
Thank
part of
you.
the class. And thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
I get paid double today.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year,
Yeah,
everyone.
Merry
Auld
Christmas.
Lang Syne. We'll see you next time, okay? See you on Friday.
Bye.
Don't miss.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you're on vacation by then, Drivener. All
Yeah.
right. Take good care, everyone. Thank you for coming. Teacher Sky. That's a
Yeah.
long minute. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank
Here we go, folks. Teacher Sky. Oh, let me stop sharing the screen. Thank you for tuning in. That was Drivner and Jaron reading all about key messages. Did you learn something? Thank you, Brave Bassie, for making everyone feel welcome on our Facebook page. We'll see you on Friday for the TV show, Everything in English, almost.